Hi, today, hello, my name is Isabel Lee and I play the cello. Today I'm going to be talking about artists of the century. First off, we're going to talk about Joshua Bell. Joshua Bell is a violinist who is very famous right now. He was born on December 9th, 1967, and he took violin lessons at the age of 4. He became a soloist at 14, and he made his Carnegie Hall debut at 17. He participated in the movie Red Violin, and he received the Avery Fisher Prize and more. He performs both classical and popular music, making him very famous among all generations. So, this is a video of The Four Seasons Summer by Vivaldi, and Bell plays this. And this video is very well known for its accuracy because the speed and the complexity of the piece makes it really appealing to the masses. Bell performed the piece with possibly the most accurate interpretation. As some people may know, this piece is very fast, but Bell played it a bit slower than some violinists such as David Garrett, but it's very much still considered a masterpiece. So this is Joshua Bell's Tchaikovsky Performance Violin Concerto. He performs with the National Youth Orchestra, meaning the orchestra is actually made of kids. And his accurate interpretation is one of the most well-known parts about this piece, and it makes this piece very fascinating. As you can hear from the video itself, you can hear like that there are dynamics, it's very flowy, and everything is just perfectly in sync. We're going to talk about Lang Lang now, who is a Chinese pianist. He was born in Shenyang, China in June 14th, 1982. He started piano lessons at the age of 3, which is very early. He entered the Central Music Conservatory in Beijing in 1991, and he won first place in the very prestigious Tchaikovsky International Competition for Young Musicians. He enrolled in the Curtis Music School and was offered a scholarship. He was actually named by Time magazine as one of the 100 most influential people in the world. However, in 2017, he was diagnosed with tendonitis, and ultimately he made a speedy recovery, and fans were excited. This video is the Turkish March by Mozart, played by Lang Lang. As some people may know, this piece is very famous because of its technicalities, but also because of its flow, general tones, and etc. Like any classical musician, Lang Lang had to play this with very agile hands, and he had to make it sound like it was very easy, although it was such a difficult piece. But because he is a professional and he is actually one of the best pianists in the world, it made it seem like the piece was actually nothing, like that the piece was supposed to be easy because of how well he played it. This is La Campanella by Liszt, which is basically one of the hardest piano pieces in the world. And often people play this in competitions that require this as part of the repertoire, but Lang Lang just played this at a concert. But anyways, Lang Lang, for his skill, is absolute, meaning skill is just amazing. He performs the piece perfectly while having his own dynamic interpretation. So it's very soft at times and very harsh and loud and powerful. And there's a very sharp contrast between the two elements. Finally, we're going to talk about Luka Solic. He was born in Slovenia in August 25th, 1987. His father was a cellist, which gave him a lot of inspiration. He studied at the Music Academy in Croatia, and later he moved to the Royal Academy of Music in England. His career took a turn in 2011 as he teamed up with Hauser. The pair became two cellos, the now acclaimed cello duo. They actually performed songs that were not played by regular classical players. Some of the songs included Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson, and songs by AC/DC, and more. This video is Smooth Criminal by Michael Jackson. They performed the pieces in electric cellos, giving the listeners a fresher idea, and they appealed to younger generations. The pieces were often very rock-like and also came with the accompaniment of singers, but this was very new, and therefore they got a lot of views on YouTube and received a lot of fame. They performed pop music in a very different way and ultimately became famous. Currently, Lucas Solik is a solo artist after two cellos decided to take a break. Lucas Solik performed the now well-known version of Vivaldi's Four Seasons, which is a series of songs intended for the violin. Therefore, the piece itself is very technical and often it is hard for violinists to play. However, with skill and a lot of practice, Lucas Solik actually played it so well that a lot of people compare his performance to ones of violinists. Ultimately, the influence of these three record-holding classical artists is simply not comparable. Under the rampant hip-hop culture, they continue to shine classical music in a different light, and bringing both attention to popularity, they are spreading classical music all around the world. Thank you.